Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm back. Yeah, it's been a while. So, I told you guys a while ago I'd be back, but here I am. So what's going to be my wisdom for today? How about social media? I will always say that it is mankind's most greatest achievement, yet also its greatest failure. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, first of all, it makes you feel lonely. When that person you want to talk to doesn't respond, the immediate emotion you feel is loneliness, and just you attack yourself because you think you did something wrong. It immediately instigates with your mental health. Number two, it just is driven based off a follower base and a necessity thinking that you need it. And what I mean by that is it makes you feel like you need to use it. And it's like, okay, how many likes do I have? How many followers do I have? Why does that matter? Like, can I just talk to the people I want to talk to? And also, I don't get why people feel they need something like an electronic to connect them to a human person. What happened to just this? What happened to talking to somebody? Like, I don't get why people think they need such a device when at the end of the day, electronics are just electronics. Those are replaceable. You're not. Now, let me do this with an example. See this? This is my iPad. This is literally my only iPad I have. That was tossed to a couch. Now tell me, if that fell out of a building, if your phone fell out of a building, would you be upset? Why? If your Instagram site, Twitter site, freaking whatever, crashed tomorrow, if it all went gone tomorrow, your only sense of connection, would you be sad? Why? I don't know why we need a electronic basis of human connection when we were given that with our minds, our hearts, and our spirits. And I think that's what should matter most to all of us. And when I look around and see people talking with their devices just to chat with the person next to them, I'm like, what? You're kidding me. Just tap their shoulder, get their attention. And they're like, but we're in class, you have to whisper. And I'm like, still, whisper if you can. They're right next to you and they could just read the message. I don't get why y'all need to be like, hey, I got the message earlier. I don't get that. I honestly get fed up when I'm just sitting around, people are on a phone, people are just getting on like a device, and I'm like, dude, look around you. Look at the trees. Look at the grass. Look at the earth. Look at plants. Look at animals. Look at the people. Look at the beautiful stuff that God has made all around you. You take it for granted. Yet you'll look at something like this little phone and see it as more precious to you than even a living person. Delete Instagram right now. Have your finger over that little delete button and you tell me you don't feel any tension. You will. I'll be guilty. I probably will, just because there are some people I like on here that are on here. A lot of people, and I'm like, that just doesn't pull me out of the equation. I'll be honest. I'm like any other human on this planet when it comes to social media, but I still see the flaws of it. I don't often see why people don't see the flaws of something as possible as social media. It is literally rigged to get your attention and make you forget all of the beautiful things that are possibly around you. When have we become so low to just be so attached to a device that has no living or thinking thought whatsoever? And I'm not talking about a robot or something that has actual sentience. I'm talking about something as minuscule as an iPod or something as big as a tablet, whatever. Why do we need this? I don't understand why people are so attached to them. And people are like, well, it's just to connect. I'm like, yes, but you connect, but not in a healthy manner. You connect, but you over-obsess with how you connect. And then there's the desperation. Desperation as in you try too hard to be relevant on social media or online. And what I mean by that is all the stories that many people will post about the funniest meme, about the biggest joke, about the biggest ha-ha, that's what it is, or the biggest topical thing, but it's not even for the right purposes of making someone laugh or just making someone aware. It's for your own gain, for followers or attention or likes. And it's not even me calling anybody out. It's just me being like, clearly you're using this agenda for desperation. Why? Why are you so desperate? Do what is in your heart's content. Don't do this just because someone else is making you do this. It's not fair. It's not right. You're just going to tire yourself out and bore yourself to the next big thing, only for that next big thing to be a trend that you need to catch up with and evolve with. Don't let that be you. You're better than that. Please. I've fallen into that pit like once before. When I started doing all those drawings, I wasn't doing it for myself to train myself. Like, I was kind of just doing it to do it and show everybody. But at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I learned anything. But I'm going to try getting back into it and posting art. But that's a whole nother thing where I want to feel satisfied with what I post and then post it. Not just for likes or followers or attention, maybe to get a few artist eyes. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, like, don't over obsess with something as little as these apps, everybody. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'll tell you like this with one of my professors at college. The worst thing that you can do in your life is over obsess with stuff till it gets to be a problem. Don't let that be you. Never let that be you. Please don't. I'm telling you. Because one day that's all just gonna come to a very, very, very bad end. Oh boy. What else? I just don't get it. I just look around sometimes in lectures. I just hate how predictable it looks. This person's on Discord, this person's on whatever. It's like you just become so obsessed with typing on a computer. We become so hunched over on our little devices. We just become so nulled to the point of the things around us that we just go immediately to a screen that gets our attention. We'll be looking down to the pit of the latest meme and not focus on someone who needs our love and support and attention. How pitiful is that, really? I ask you that. You ponder on it. It's just sad, really, that some of our society has come to it, especially some of my peers. Like, I'm not even talking about just my friend, not even my friends. I'm just talking about anybody in general that is of my age, close to this generation. It's just, go outside. Look at everything that you have. It's beautiful. I don't know why we must over-obsess over possessions that are meaningless. All of it can be taken away one day, and what will you do? Why would you freak out? There's no reason. You're lucky that's replaceable, yet your family is not. Your friends are not. Your business is not. Your life is not. So don't over-obsess over it. Don't feel desperate over it. Don't strain your mental health over an image online or somebody chatting and yapping at you. Stay calm. Get off that app. Take a breather. Can the internet hurt you? Emotionally, yes, but physically it cannot. You just get off. Disconnect, like literally, physically and mentally. Just do all that. Don't know what society has come to sometimes. But I think that's all I have to say. Y'all have a good night. Try to keep this short. Try to make these more frequent, actually. But yeah, I'll see y'all later.